Hi guys, welcome back to the server. It's a little bit later in the evening, so my lag from my slow ass internet is going to be a bit of a pain, but I wanted to show you guys what we've been up to. For some reason our mountain is slowly disappearing, and for some reason we have 2 horses and a pig up here. I'm not real sure what XAR has in his head for that reasoning, but we do. And we have a new player with us. I don't know where he's hiding right now. I'm not going to try to say his name, because like with everybody's names, I'm going to butcher the ever-living hell out of it. That's it. That guy. He's the guy that is designed my windmill for my building on single player. He just got it done for me today, and so I'm going to get that built probably tomorrow. And he's working on making me a wall around my area here to keep creepers out. There he is. And he also built us a pumping station over here, making biomass out here. I'm not doing a whole lot with the ethanol out here. I got it all going into this drum right now, basically using up all of XAR saplings from the tree farm and all the apples that he's getting from the tree farm to make biomass. And then there's a distillery inside that is turning it into ethanol. And I've gotten my bees going here. I got these that I'm just trying to get some extras done, and then I've got Imperials, and these I'm just started crossbreeding these, so I'm still trying to get them cleaned up so they're just cultivated. And they keep jumping back to, like that one just jumped back to modest again. So whenever it does that, then I got to move the apiary back over there, because see, it'll be hostile here. And so that's basically what I've been doing with them. Gotta get the apiary deck on it. My inventory is a mess as always. And let's see, this is my other Imperial that's good to go. And crap, I had an Industrious here, and it apparently has decided it wanted to go all the way back to Diligent. And I've got way too many bees. I actually have almost a full stack of scrap that I've made just from drones. And all these chests on this side of the farm bridge are all full of bees, and these are all seed packets. These are ones that have actually been scanned, and this is all just garbage. These are all ones that I did before I got my portable scanner. And I got a lead crop out here and a titanium crop out here that I've been crossbreeding. And if I go for a swim, you can see I got a block of lead and a block of titanium underneath them so they can grow. That's how I got the two that are up there. Oh, crud. Now is not the time. As I am in Lagfest. We just restarted the server, not reset it, but we just restarted it. And whenever we do that, all the mobs decide to come out and play. That's why he's building this wall for me. And I have gas tears coming out of my butt. I need to go through here and clean all this up. But I've been messing around with getting stuff done with him. So I haven't had a whole lot of time. And there is my first hop. I'm actually trying to get some really good pumpkins growing in here for seeds, and I ended up, or not pumpkins, melons. Somehow I ended up with pumpkins, and I ended up with hops there. And so if somebody wants to make some IC2 beer, we have hops. And I got these stupid pink swirlies because of my bees having regen on them. These ones here, which I might end up breeding with these to get regen on them. That way I can give them to somebody else if they want them. And I got Industrious in both of these running. And I got to fix my setup. It's a little wonky at the moment. I had drones over here in this one, but they weren't completely purified as well as I thought they were, and I think they are now. The one of them must have had a little bit of a different trait from the other one, and they weren't stacking. That's basically what we've been doing here on the server. He killed my Drake. Not a big deal. I got oak trees all over the place. Let's see, is this yeah, this is a regular oak sapling. Just toss that in there because it ain't anything special. I don't think I've gotten any different woods here. I know we have a mundane larch, but we found that in a village. Other than that, I don't think we've gotten any. I'm going to go ahead and take out this tree because this is just a tree farm tree. It doesn't need to be in the middle of his wall. And I'll just move it back. That's just for me to get the logs I need for making sticks and apiaries. And let's see, time to mine, getting an upgrade. I take it he doesn't want to use the cobalt pick I gave him on crappy stone. So he's decided to make him a stone pick probably. Or no, actually I think that would be a flint pick that would give you both. And we're growing pretty purple flowers. I was hoping to get some black ones, but I haven't got them yet. And these flax things, these come out of everywhere. I've never gotten them before when I bred, but I have this time, and I'm getting all kinds of them. just like the gas tiers. Junior was the first one to ever get gas tiers of the two of us. And that was on the Gregtech 6 server. And then I get them here, and now I can't get them to stop. That's all I'm getting when I breed the is it copious over there, or I have to look at it in a second. These here, they make leather. Corium. Whenever I breed corium and this here, which is tear stalks, I always get tear stalks. And I'm getting blaze reeds here, which is breeding let's see, I bred this and that and got this one, which is indigo, I think. And then I bred this and this and got this one, I'm not sure. But somehow I'm getting some pretty decent crops, but not really what I'm looking for. I'm trying to get more metal stuff and basically just one of each thing. It just kind of amazes me that I've gotten lead and titanium. I've gotten one of the lowest level metals and one of the highest level metals, but I haven't gotten iron, gold, silver, nickel, any of them yet. And I've yet to make a beealizer, so I have no idea what it takes to make the Gregtech bees. I've gotten a few clay bees, which thankfully work right now that Bloody updated and fixed that. But they are all over in the swamp area, which is way the hell away from here, so they don't get a whole lot of love. And I got jungle bees breeding, but they're out in the jungle, and neither one of the areas are chunk loaded, so they're not getting much love either. I actually put the jungle ones right on the road, right beside the road, so there's a chance people could get a little sting as they go by, but I think as quick as that road is, they ain't gonna get stung. I'll show you our little setup we have here if the chunks will load. This was, I think, a sand quarry that XAR had, and Bry filled it in 2 layers deep of water, made us a little pool, and I think we're going to make like an oasis around it a little bit. Plant some more trees and stuff like that, make it look a little bit prettier. And we decided to go with an IE windmill and a Buildcraft pump. So this is pumping water into this tiny plastic pipe, and the wires coming down this way. We have no capacitor, it's running straight off the windmill. We got one on the bottom that goes down that way to the pump, and then we've got one coming off the top here, which is going all the way up the hill to my big mound of dirt, and that is going into our crop neutron, which is feeding water out to these two. And I'm not sure if this is going to make titanium. This is a titanium plant. I am testing it with the ore that makes titanium, and so far I've gotten like 3 times that the lead one has gotten something on it that the titanium hasn't. So I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. And to get a titanium block is out of our reach. The one we do have out there, Axel traded XAR for. The lead ore one obviously is working. Hey, we got something new already. What do we get? We got another titanium. So that one, once it grows up, will probably go to Axel. But we were figuring if you actually use the block rather than the ore, it is 9 times 9 times 9. So like 800 plus harvest you have to get just to pay for that ore. So it's really kind of expensive to pay for the block if you have to do the block. That's why I was trying the ore. And like I said, the lead is working fine, but the titanium so far has not. I'm going to let it sit here and do its thing for about a day. I got to get some fertilizer yet for my crop natron. Everything I do out there, I have no crop natron, I have no hydration cells, I have no fertilizer or nothing. I'm doing it all just breeding it, so they've got very crappy stats. And I basically set this up here so I could start getting a little bit better stats on them. I may end up doing a similar setup to this out there. But in case anybody doesn't know, the higher you get your farmland, the better air quality you get. If you look at this here, it says fertilizer 0 because I haven't put any on it. Hit T here so don't go away. Water is 200, that's the max it can be, which is from the crop matron. Weedex, I'm not using it. Axel says it lowers the resistance, so I haven't used it. I'm basically playing around with these crops. I don't know a whole lot about how they work. And then scan level is 4, which I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Nutrients is 0. Now I'm wondering, is that what it needs under it? No, because that says nutrient 0 too. I'm guessing that would be along with the fertilizer, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Axel about that one because he knows more about this stuff than I do. Humidity is 12, which I'm kind of amazed that the humidity is up to 12 since we're in a savanna. I figured it'd be more dry than that. The air quality is 7. And I do believe you can go up to 128 height to raise the air quality. But I've never really seen that great of a boost in stats from it. Now, this titania plant, you see the growth is 0, so that means it goes very slow. But it does have a gain of 1, so that means it should produce something. It may not give you 1 every time, but it should produce something. It's not 0. Where the the frickin' lead one, is a growth of 3, a gain of 3. So that means it'll grow faster, it'll give a better chance of actually getting something from it. And then 0 resistance, that has to do with how easily weeds will overtake it. But I'm not going to leave any empty crops around for it to get overtaken by weeds. So that's what I know about crops. And that's what I've been doing with the crops. And XAR found out that this red granite stuff works pretty good as a blast shield, because he blew up another boiler. That's the second one we've had that he's nuked on us. He's having trouble keeping water in it for some reason. He says that the second time that it blew up, that it had plenty of water. There was no reason why it should have blown up. I don't know if it was a internet throughput or server lag where it got dry for a second. But right now we're feeding the entire base off of these lead batteries, and he's got 2 high pressure coal boilers out here that are feeding into these basic steam turbines and then getting transferred down, or up actually. There's a low voltage, there's a medium voltage, and then it goes in here to this high voltage. And that's basically what we're running the whole base off of right now. Here's my distillery that I'm using to make my ethanol. I just put the barrel up there, it sucks it in, makes it, shoots it out, and puts it right here in this drum. I had one drum about halfway full and it got blown up by a creeper out there at the farm. Another reason why I got him making me a wall, because I don't like things blowing up my stuff. And this is my janky way down, because our old staircase got covered in right there. So we have a ladder here we can use, but I like playing on the chicken coop. So that's basically what's been going on. This, I have no idea what this is. It's something to do with Cursed Earth, I think, and his mob farm. This is his mob farm. I don't see where it's doing anything right now, but I know he lost his jetpack and some other stuff due to that thing, so I'm glad he's got it turned off. As anybody that knows the way I play, don't do mob farms, so didn't bother me a bit that he had to shut it off. We still got this little farm out here that we don't really use. Every now and then I'll come by and harvest the stuff that makes seeds. I think I'm going to get a bigger hemp field made somewhere, and I'm going to kind of make the setup I have in single player to make that biodiesel stuff. I really like that. Hey, that's looking pretty good. Now I'm just going to have to light up around here a little bit. That's basically what's been going on. How far is he going? Oh wow, he's going all the way around here, huh? Huh, that's cool. Is he past my trees? Yeah, he's past my trees. Or not past my trees, but not a big deal. I can move them. And they can be out there. We're going to end up with butterflies soon, and they'll be breeding everything everywhere and driving Axel nuts. He hates butterflies. And I need to get me a thing set up inside to get this honey out of these honey drops. Is this thing still running? Wow. Cannot believe that's still running. You're running bituminous in there, and it's got a whole bunch. I had like 27 in there. It's been running for a few hours now. That's the only one I've been having run. The other ones I was running off a regular peat, and they died a long time ago. So that's doing all the power in this goofy little setup. I got 35 more propolis, so in the amount of time it's ran, it's made enough propolis to make another stack of it, or the same amount of a stack. So it's doing pretty good, and it'd be doing better if I had more combs coming out. Wow, I think they changed the impregnated sticks, or the impregnated frames. I swore those things lasted longer. Unless it's just me, I think these things are dying a lot quicker than what they used to. Because I just made like 4. I think I had 2 in each. And that one's completely empty of frames, and so is that one. So I'm going to have to make some more frames up. But I'm waiting on my seed oil to get done, to get my sticks done. Oh, I got enough to make 2. Now, when I have all these peat engines humming, I make stuff a lot quicker, but then I got to go down in the pit, dig up the peat. A lot easier to just do it nice and slow. And look at that, we got titanium, but we didn't get anything. But I did off the lid. Now, next time this one comes, I'm probably going to try to pick it up. Which, actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and get this out of here. Oh, what? Come on, pop already. And we're going to try to crossbreed them again. And we'll see what we get. If anybody didn't know, the way of getting the metal out of these two is completely different. This one here, you can just extract it. If I hit U, you see, you just extract it, and you get a tiny pile of lead. And then you can always compress it to a plant ball. But the titanium one is like the bee stuff that he nerfed, where you either have to mix it with UU matter in an autoclave, or you have to put it with some ore, crushed ore. I think it's purified crushed ore. Let me look it up real quick. Hey, how about you type? This one. There it is. So you got to put it with purified, or 16 of them with UU matter in an autoclave will make 1 purified with a 10% chance. Or in a chemical reactor, you put 9 of them with a crushed, and you get 4, along with molten iron, and it needs water. So you definitely don't want to do this one. You want to do this one, because 10% chance in 16 of them with UU matter is pretty crappy chance. And getting a hold of the crushed ore is pretty easy. Aluminum veins, bauxite veins are pretty easy to find. So it'd be a lot better to do it that way. But I think I'm going to end this here. We've been rambling around for about a half hour. And I will talk to you guys again next time I have something interesting to show here on the server. And as always, if anybody is interested in joining, just get me your email address. I'll invite you to the Slack group. You can talk to all the guys and get the information to come on and join us. We have a Gregtech 5 and a Gregtech 6 server. The Gregtech 6 server is not doing much right now because it was up and running for quite a long time, and we all got kind of tired of playing without machines, and we're just kind of waiting on all the new processing machines to get in, and then we're going to do a reset. But if you want to play Gregtech 5 with us, or get ready to play Gregtech 6, or if you want to play around with Gregtech 6, you can do that too. Anybody's happy to play on there that would like to. So just let us know, and we'll be glad to have you. And I think that's going to be it for today. Get the rest of these seeds turned in and stop the recording. So take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.